Hello, here I am again to share my fun fold card this time. This is actually a card that was shared with me by someone in my team. So I actually don't know what it's called. It's a bit of a gatefold because it folds open with a center panel and then this just folds all the way. But it's a spectacular way to show off gorgeous papers, as you'll see. I'm just trying to dial up, over here, just to make sure I'm in the right place. And that, rightio. I tried to get rid of this shadow by switching off a light, but I still got a shadow, so I apologise. I'll try to keep in the light a bit more. Okay, but this time for my card, I'm going to use a different paper in our paper pack. And I'll do the fold first, and then we'll do all the pretty decorations and this fun way of teasing and zhuzhing the ribbon. Okay, so I've got soft seafoam card fold. So this is the card fold. Your tutorial will have all of your score lines in it. And so basically you're folding into the center and then back out again. I probably should get my bone scorer on this. Bone folder on that. There we go. One there. And then this one. Give it a nice crisp fold. And then this one goes in the center as well. And then this one folding it. So you've got, they meet so much in the middle. I did the wrong one, folded the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so they meet exactly in the middle there and fold out. Okay, so that's your little gatefold. So that's the actual fun fold part. That's what it should fold like when you're folding it together on the score lines, okay? So fold mountain, valley, valley, mountain, and out. Okay, hopefully that helps you when you're putting it together. So that's the scored fold bit. Now that goes onto the largest piece, which is your card base. So that we might stick that on straight away, and that goes right in the center there. Okay, so I'm just going to put my adhesive right on this center panel here. There we go. Lining up the top and the bottom and a little gap each side. There we go. Okay, so that's my fun fold. And then it has on the front this panel that doesn't quite cover up all of that. But before I do that, I might just arrange my pieces. So this one definitely goes on the front. So let's put that one on first. Bright, darling background. So there we go. So there's the first one. Now I have tried to cut all these pieces strategically so they sort of line up, but I can't because it's been a while. That one goes together. I'm not entirely sure where they go yet. Okay, so this one goes on the front. This one goes here because it's the only one that size. So these two go there and there, and they match up as well. Okay, this one goes on the center, your lemon lolly. All right, so this bit is where the front is going to get stuck. So let's just adhere all those pieces in before we go any further because we've got them all matchy-matchy. Hang on. So this one. And then the lemon lolly. And then these two are both the same size. Okay, those two. And they go either side of the lemon lolly central panel. This is your writing panel here. There's only one piece this size. It's the largest of the thin strips. It goes on this outside edge. Okay. And then these last two bits go on either side underneath here. So that one actually there doesn't really match up with many pieces. And this one sort of continues the theme from this one. Okay, so it goes there. There we go. So these last two outside pieces, they go on the card base. They're the skinniest pieces of all in all of your pieces of designer series paper. Okay, so do you want me to go through that again? The very skinniest pieces out of all your measurements go one on either side on the card base. And then the next widest pieces go either side of your writing panel, which is right in the middle. And then you have one piece that is slightly larger, and that goes on the outside edge. And then this piece here has the card front on it, okay, the large card front panel. So I've got adhesive all the way down there, and then I'm going to line that up right at the top, just using eyeballing my measurements there. And there you go. That is my fun fold. Isn't that gorgeous? So when you go to write on it, you just tuck that underneath. You can go right. And this is a beautiful way to show off some of that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. I'm not sure which one I prefer now, the dark or the light. Now it's time to embellish. And there's a very minimal stamping on this card. I've just done congratulations on the front, but I have used some of the favourite bits and pieces of all of us. Once again, I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Got my base platform and my cutting platform there. Now let's see how many I can load on all at the one time. So this is the piece for my title, my greeting, not title, not writing a book. All those beautiful little flowers and the crosshatch piece. Pop my lid on, and then we can just wind all of them through. Before I go any further, I want to just pull you out a bit further because you have moved with the bouncing of my table. There we go. There we go. I have a bit of a bouncy table because this is actually a standing up table. So when I'm crafting, mostly I stand up, but I can't when I'm videoing because my camera would be right on top of where I'm working. So, okay, and then all of these pieces. Take you off there. Okay, there's my bit for stamping. Here's my gorgeous. I love the little holes in these dies. Such a great idea. I'll have to pull him out in a minute. There's my tiny little flowers. I love that you can cut 5 out all at once. Isn't that great? And then I love this cluster of 5 already stuck together. You get 10 flowers really easily. Okay. And just before I go any further, just flexible bend this so the bits pop out. Cardstock being so flexible, sometimes all you need to do is just bend it a bit and all of the pieces pop out easily. There we go. Get rid of my... Okay, so let's stamp this before we go any further. So as with before, and as Tracy said, they're very tight dies, but I find it easier to stamp on them once they're already cut. So I've got my congratulations, which is slightly crooked. Where's a bit of scrap paper when you need it? No, can't find any anywhere. Of course, here we go, scrap paper. That looks straight. Okay, and congratulations. Here we go. It's good to congratulate people on things in their lives. Sometimes we forget to do that, don't we? Okay, now, the fun bit. I wish I was as smart as Tracy and put adhesive sheet underneath this, but alas, she is the ones with the brains and I forgot. So I'm just going to have to use this magical glue and only tiny little bits. I learnt something recently that you can leave this to dry a little bit before you actually stick it down, and it's less messy that way. And man, does that appeal to me, because I am a legend with mess. Okay, don't go in there. Just put some glue on this one as well. Oop, oop, oop. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, some mini glue dots, mini dimensionals behind my congratulations. Actually, I probably wanted to do something before I did that, because I'm going to do this fun technique with the ribbon. Now, you can do this with a lot of ribbons, most ribbons maybe. It works. You can fray ribbon from the end that you cut off from the spool, okay? So if you've cut off a piece, it won't work on that end, but it will work on the end. So you just tease the ends of the ribbon till you get your, and it's the gold one that pulls out. I've got glue on my fingers, obviously. Now, I've found my end, so I'm going to cut it off however much I want, chop. And then I'm going to stick you here to get you out of the way, because this ribbon will go everywhere. I'll stick you on as well, get you out of the way. And I've got to wipe my table because there's glue on it. I can't handle it. Okay, so now I'm going to keep pulling my ribbon and make a nice little gold nest. Okay. Whee, this is so much fun once you get going. Sticky bits. Hear the sound effects. Ribbon being pulled. Now, with all these bits, I want to stick them behind my congratulations. So, I would normally use a bit of seal, because glue is not as good with ribbon. It takes a while to dry. And I didn't put my seal on before I put my dimensionals on, so what I will do is use a mini glue dot. Just peel that off my finger, pop it in the middle, and because I want to keep all this ribbon sort of together so I don't lose those little fronds, stick that there. Keep pulling you. There we are. Isn't that beautiful? Now, my nest of gold. I'm aware this probably doesn't appeal to everyone, but I think it looks gorgeous. Look, I'm peeling it with my sticky fingers. Ah. How about I stick my nest of gold on here, because there's bound to be glue there somewhere, and then stick my congratulations over the top. Okay. Spread out my froofy bits. Get rid of my mess. I'm a little bit mess averse. And then with these 5, I'm going to put bits of glue randomly around on my card front. 1, 2, 3. I don't need any down there because I've got some 4. Oops, 5. Okay, and then with my Take your pick tool, pick up my flowers and stick them on. You're a bit the wrong way. And you are the wrong way around. So where does it? Here's some glue here. And last of all, this glue up here. Whoop. I think I've stuck that one the wrong way. Okay. And then, to make those little flowers really shine, add some bling. Okay. I could add the little ones, but I'm going for a couple of big ones as well. One, but the little ones do look better, I must say. Oh, come on, Julia. They're so slippery, little fellas. 2. Ooh. This one just does not want to be picked up. 3. 4. So this does use a lot of your sparkles, but you know, some people are worth it, especially when they're getting a congratulations card. They've obviously done something spectacular, like had a wedding anniversary or a stamping anniversary or achieved something amazing. There we go. And besides, what's bling for if you don't use it? No good storing it, looking pretty. It's got to be used. Good grief. I'm doing a very poor job of selling these to you, the way they're sticking, the way I'm not picking them up. Okay. Except I can't manage on my fingers. Stick that underneath there. That's probably enough because you can't see the other ones because I stuck the ribbon over it. There you go. So that's my fun technique with lots of bling, froofy ribbon, and a gorgeous way to show off your paper. And it doesn't look like it's quite centered there. I really feel like I need something else over that side. Maybe I'll cut out some more. Have we got time? What's the time? 10:19. Who's on next? I've got a bit of time. I'm going to cut out. Let's see if this works. Another bit of these and put it over there because we've got a bit that's not looking too flash and unbalanced. There we go. I used up all my paper beautifully, and pop you out here and put you over there to hide the fact that I didn't center the congratulations. Opportunities for more creativity. Pop a little bit of tiny bit. I should be as smart as Tracy and use adhesive sheet, but I keep forgetting. There we go. Tuck you under there, and of course we have to add some more sparkles. Did that help, or did that just make it look more unbalanced? What do you think? One there. There. These cute little flowers are just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And one more. Oh, and I think you'll Well, I think my next project uses them too. There we go. Lots of flowers, lots of congratulations, lots of sparkles. And my fun fold is over. Thank you for joining me. And in 10:30, so you got a bit of a toilet break now. Jan will be, or 10-minute toilet break. Jan will be back with her fun fold. See you soon. Bye.